Grand Rising Tribe. It's me, Mr. Hall, Kirk, spiritual teacher, healer, leader. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you've already seen that as soon as I begin the video, I begin to channel. I'm here to give you confirmation, alignment, possibly even awakenings. You can be going through your 100th awakening, your first awakening, okay? In this video, I'll be continuing the Zodiac series. I'll be using the Astro die. Okay, to determine what sign this is going to be for. So it looks like we have the sign of Sagittarius. All right. Okay, Sagittarius. The first thing I'm picking up is being grounded. You may be tapping into different consciousness, conscious awareness, jumping timelines, and I digress. If any of the language that I'm using in this video is unfamiliar to you, go ahead and do your own research, or you can reach out to me for a personal reading and I can give you a more in-depth connection to some of this spiritual language, okay? But Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you. And yes, I'm picking up grounding because it seems that you're going through a very accelerated shift in your environment, okay? With Neptune being here, all right, let's see. This may be the situation that you're experiencing right now. Possibly a situation that you had a question about. Right, and this, with Neptune being here, it does align to what I was intuitively picking up for you. It seems that you may be going through some shadow aspects of your mind, some type of intuitive force, something not of this world, right? So I'm definitely picking up on, you know, shadow government. I'm picking up on psychological operations. I'm picking up on cults. I'm picking up on anything that is beyond what we would see right in front of our face with our eyes. Okay, so you're definitely being awoken to some undercurrent of our reality, or your specific reality, right? Yeah, definitely. And with the sun being directly under Neptune, yeah, something is coming to light. You may be becoming conscious of this. So grounding is very important right now. You may want to go outside, do some earthing. Okay, again, look that up if you're unfamiliar with it. And remember to take what resonates and leave behind what does not. But either way, you're going through some type of shadow mind experience, okay? All right, you could be searching for some type of truth. You may be being positive, right? Again, seek. So sink. You may feel that you're sinking, okay? If something is sinking in, taking root within you, all right? But this is all divinely aligned, all right? You may be longing for some type of adventure as well, all right? And then we have your 10th house, okay? Which is the area of life that may be impacted, all right? This is representing all right? This may be representing your accomplishments, your investments, your jobs, your assets, your relationships to others, and your reputation. So you are either being awoken to some foul play or some underhanded behavior that is taking place at your work environment, all right? Something to do with assets you may have acquired or may be wanting to acquire. You may have been noticing specific things going on in your environment that alerted you. You may have gotten an intuitive nudge about this, but you are definitively now getting confirmation either through me in this video and or through something that you've recently experienced in the recent past, okay? I'm going to start with the karma cards. All right. To get a bit of better insight on what's going on in this situation. You may be guided to get back out in nature as well. You may have been, your clairs may be getting activated, okay? Because you're stepping into your north node. If you're unfamiliar with your birth chart, I can also assist you with that. All right, but there will be some type of success coming from this new awareness that you have gotten about the environment that you are in, or the state of being as far as your reputation and relationships with others, the way that you have been with others, let's put it that way. Okay, this may be evolving. And it's good because it seems that you're clarifying what does work for you and what does not work for you. And that's healthy. That's a sign of self-love. So I'm picking up self-love as well. Okay? You may feel something is down, depleted, because you could be seeking that adventure that I mentioned to you. Now remember, depending on what timeline you're on, depending where you are in your spiritual journey, this can have different meanings. Yeah, we've got Neptune again. So you may want to see where Neptune is placed in your chart. Also, the numbers 10, 9, 11, and 7 may have very significant meaning for you. That could be further confirmation for you. This relationship to others, the signs of those individuals may be Virgo, Capricorn, or Leo. Okay, so maybe a Earth and or a fire sign, another fire sign may have a lot of significance in this situation. They may have it in their big three. Yeah, something unexpected happened or may be happening. Something unexpected happened in the recent past. We're gonna put that one back. Okay, the numbers 36 may be significant, 63. Some type of idea or some type of short-term trip that you had may have been for your work. This is possibly where you discovered this. Something around your eating routine or what you're putting into your body. All right, you may have also gotten some type of communication. This could have been by telephone, through writing, through text, okay, through telecommunications. All right, but there was something that was communicated to you that didn't seem of this world. You may be questioning that. Go ahead, this is your confirmation to understand that you did perceive something correctly. Okay, Scorpio may also be relevant. I did pick that up, but I didn't see the signage yet. So Scorpio may also be related to this issue. So almost like a death and rebirth possibly happening within yourself, or this situation, the way that you're feeling about these darker or hidden aspects of consciousness and reality coming to light for you. But this is all for your empowerment, right? Yeah, you've discovered some type of secret. You may feel that you can't communicate to anyone about this, but there are individuals on your journey. You may be connecting to your soul tribe, okay? Yeah, and we have the 6th house again. Okay, so let's take a second. You may be taking a second, so pause, ground, okay? Because this seems to be a lot of information that's coming through for you. You may be going through some type of purification process as well. Purifying yourself, your way of thinking, your daily habits. Yeah, there's some type of cleanse or release is happening. So if you do need to cry, let it out. Let it out. Let the energy flow. You're being guided to let the energy flow, accept what you have received. and use that as your power, okay? Because spiritually, the karma cards are letting me know the idealization of purification to resurrect service to others, okay? Maybe you need to give a bit more to yourself, okay? You may have been so focused outwardly that now you've been redirected to yourself, just a bit. Mentally, you have confusion regarding the secrets of what is good for us, right? What you define as good, all right? But this is a transformation for you, okay? You may have been seeing butterflies. Right? You may be letting go of some ideologies or incorporating new ideologies with this newfound knowledge. Now, Sagittarius, you are the sign of expansion, the sign of growth. You are making things go, you're moving, you're passionate, right? So this was destined to happen, it feels. This is what I'm picking up. It just all feels in alignment, okay? There's a small part of you subconsciously that may have called this realization in for yourself, okay? Physically, sacrifice resulting from the power of your work, okay? So again, something heavy about work. You may need to transition jobs. You may understand that the space or the environment that you are in is not the place that you want to be in. Again, this all depends on where you are on the timeline and your perceptions of what is being shown to you, what you're allowing yourself to see, okay? You may be stepping into your soul journey. You may be tapping into spirituality for the first time. All right? The karma cards are guiding you. The next step for you to take is to inspire others with the extraordinary power of prayer as a full-time job. So you may be guided to step into some spiritually based practice. You may want to start your own, as I have, okay? I'm also picking up water. You may want to look into practical magic. You may want to get a better understanding of that. I'm also going to clear the energy a bit. You may want to look into getting some Palo Santo. You may want to look into sage as well. I'm also picking up eucalyptus leaves. That may be another confirmation for someone. Okay. But overall, I'm picking up that you have become aware of something taking place in your environment or within your reality that is showing you this is the time to make a choice, a decision. Does something work for you or does it not? Are you in alignment with this or are you not? So you have been given the information and you are now empowered to make a choice, an educated decision, okay? But don't rush into it, all right? Mentally be prepared to sacrifice for the highest and lowest aspects of serving, okay? You may not have been getting the recognition that you deserved from this situation or place. Okay, these individuals, this workspace, the way that your reputation has preceded you. Okay, there may have been gossip. Well, I'm going to go with the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck now as well. And of course, the first thing that I opened up to was the Earth sign. So you may need to ground, as I said. You may be wanting to push passionately forward to something, but take a pause and integrate, transmute any of the new information that you have received, okay? The number 11 may be significant as well. You may want to look into sacred geometry, okay? A bit of the occult, esoteric knowledge as well. Right, nature spirits. So again, being guided to get out into nature. And when I show you these images on the cards, take your time. You may want to pause the video at those moments because you may get intuitive hits or specific messages, okay? That will either hit your subconscious or you'll consciously be aware. You may have had a deja vu about this reading. That tends to happen for my viewers of the tribe. But yeah, you're currently going through some type of death and rebirth, some type of renewal. It came from some otherworldly force. You may have partaken in any type of tools or substances. I'm not recommending this. If you're feeling very out of whack, go and consult a medical professional, okay? Remember to stay grounded. Yeah. Again with the butterfly, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so you're going through some type of transformation, and the number 19 may be significant. Now, these numbers can be angel numbers that you've been seeing, repeated messages that you're getting when you go through your devices or within your day-to-day being. But something is sparking your creativity as well with the color orange. Okay, you may want to look into color therapy as well. All right. And again, being guided to meditate, pause, take a second to integrate all of this energy and this newfound information that you are receiving about yourself, others, and the world around you. Okay? And I'll get one message from your higher self. You're being guided to pray, all right? Maybe really wanting some type of change to take place. Okay. All right, so this could be to do with work and or love. I was picking up love, but didn't want to mention it until I got confirmation from the cards. Like I said, the way you love yourself or the way that you love another. Signs that are significant again, Scorpio, Virgo, double Scorpio, Leo, as well as Capricorn, okay? There could be a completion around some type of relationship. Yeah, you're being guided not to worry. If you're any type of fear, negative-based energy, just release it. You may have felt that something got flipped upside down, all right? But it's okay because you're being guided to the light. And I've never actually gotten this card. So yeah, there's some type of breakthrough. You've broken through, let's say, the matrix, some type of veiled experience, some type of limiting belief. You've successfully made it to the other side. There are paradigm shifts that are taking place. You may have experienced this paradigm shift. You may be going through some type of energetic upgrade that is impacting your soul and or just your physical being. You may be feeling weak, tired. Like I said, you're going through a transformation. You may be feeling vulnerable a bit, like a butterfly. Okay, but Sagittarius, you'll be all right. You got this energy. I'll read very quickly from the Higher Self book to give a definitive message from your higher self in regards to this light that you have attained. Okay, so as far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. Carl Jung. Every spirit contains a speck of light that shines bright for the love of all that is. You are a being of light who has volunteered to come to this planet to bring love, laughter, compassion, and kindness. You may question this at times, descend into the world of fear and darkness because of challenging life lessons. The darkness of Earth is created by the dense energy of fear. Fear manifested as anger, hate, envy, jealousy, lack, worry, or anxiety lowers the vibration of the spirit, sours the mind, and corrupts the heart. Living in states of fear can prevent us from seeing and being the light, but it does not erode the truth of our spirit, even if we cannot see it. And the truth is that you have always been the light and will be the energy of the light. Do not berate yourself for having forgotten your inner light. And do not discard the power of your light because of past missteps and poor decision making. If you're going through an intense and unsettling, unrelenting life challenge and have been dwelling in the darkness too long, then call upon the light to help you through, since it has the power to cleanse and heal. Since you are made of light energy, you may call it forth from yourself to assist you in the darkness. Your higher self reminds you that regardless of your past, you will always be the light. Since you are part of all that is, and all that really is light, you can never truly be disconnected from what you are. To experience healing energy of the light, complete the shower of light ritual below. Right, and that's circling back to me mentioning to you getting into some type of practical magic. You may want to co-create this for yourself and start looking into that. But I'll give you this shower of light ritual. Find a quiet place to sit. 2, breathe in for 5 seconds, hold, and exhale for 5 seconds, and hold. Repeat this 3 times. 3, close your eyes and imagine a shower of bright golden light descending downward into your physical body, from the crown of your head to the bottom of your feet, okay? And the numbers 71 and 70 may also be significant in confirmation for you, Sagittarius. All right? And cleanse. You may want to take a spiritual bath as well. All right, tribe. That's what I have for you in this reading. I'll see you next time.